Hi everybody, it's Jeanette with Country Design Style, and I am going to show you how to make this shaggy tree. Okay, Facebook is still, nope, Facebook went away. I knew it was going to do that. Sorry, just a moment. Gotta get it back. I don't know why Facebook is doing that. I guess there's maybe too many people on live. And hold on just a moment. Sorry about this, guys. Okay. Fingers crossed. Usually it boots me off and then it comes back on. And it only does it on one of my pages, not the other ones. Don't understand that. Okay, welcome everybody. Hello. My name's Jeanette and I blog at Country Design Style, where I try to find unique projects that we can do for our home out of and many times things that we have around the house, which is kind of handy right now, right? So I made this shaggy tree years and years ago. Isn't this adorable? I love this. It's been around. I think I may have made it 4 years ago. It may have even been longer than that. So I'm going to show you how I did it. I got a lot of comments on it lately, and so I thought I'm going to take a moment and show you how I did it. Now, the bottom of this tree, I use Sisal rope. Bottom of this tree, actually, I don't even know what this is. It's a piece of wood, but it looks like almost like a bracelet or something, but it's got a little round top on it. And I think it may have been a lid to something. And I took a wooden skewer, one of these, like what you use on the barbecue, and I drilled a hole in my wood and I stuck my skewer in there. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to set a couple of things aside here, because this is my tray of rope. And I do suggest when you start cutting the rope, use a tray, because you will get the pieces of the sisal all over the place. So I do suggest that. I know I cut off my head over there. Sorry about that. Now I've got my drill, and I have just a scrap piece of wood. Okay, I went out there and I thought, oh, my first thought is I'm going to cut a nice, oh, hi, Nicole. Fancy meeting you here. She just watched me on my other page where I did this boho farmhouse sign. So if you're interested in that, let me know in comments and I'll make sure to send you over so you can see how I did that in just a few minutes. A lot faster than it will be this tree. Now, I realized I forgot a couple of things here. This is some other wood that I grabbed at the time, and I thought maybe I might use it, but I changed my mind. This is actually a spindle that I had cut, and it's just a piece left. And if I wanted to, I could have sliced this off and had a round circle. Not necessarily needed to be round, but it was just a thought. This is literally scrap. This actually came from a broken headboard. I took it off for the spindles, and I could have cut a piece of this. This is what I was going to do. I was going to get this and get a square until I saw this. And I thought, you know what? It's rustic. This is just a piece of cedar fencing, very lightweight. Doesn't need to be lightweight, but it's just, it'll be fine. Now I put a drill bit already in my drill, and I'm going to not go all the way through my wood. I'm just going to go part way. Sorry for the noise, guys. Just a little. Okay. Didn't go all the way through. And then I've got wood glue and my skewer. I'm going to use good quality wood glue. I use Elmer's for a multitude of reasons, but it's a good glue. I do use Elmer's wood glue Max too. They just came out with the Max not too long ago. Let me tell you, I love it. Okay, there. Just stick that in, let that stand there. Looks crooked on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it looks crooked over there. Maybe it looks crooked everywhere. Okay, now here's the hard part. Cutting up. I don't know if it's just mine or not. Aren't loading. I'm having trouble. In case for you, my Facebook group, I'll go to go live and it will start up like, oh, it's going to be live. And then all of a sudden it kicks me off and I have to repeat. So if you're seeing that and it's not loading, that might be the reason why. And I only get the one that actually does go live. I'm going to bring YouTube all the way down to the table there. Usually I only get the video that does go live and complete, but I noticed yesterday it had both videos up where I went on, it didn't work. I was there for a couple of minutes and then I went away. And then for some reason it came back and brought it back up. Okay, so now I have sizes. I'm going to take a second and talk about Sisal rope because, and I realized after I got up here, I have the sizes of everything that I made, the cut length. Sisal rope, according to where you buy it, it's going to be different. This I bought at Walmart, and I think you look at the difference in color of these. Completely here. And I think this one I bought at Home Depot, but wherever you're going to get different ones, different colors, different textures. Now, this is still 3/8 of an inch. 3/8 of an inch, but I can already tell this one's very, very stiff, where this one was soft. So if you can find a soft Sisal, do get that. But I cut, and again, I got up here, these are my 8-inch ones. I normally would have 12 of them. Somehow I got up here with only 4. But I do have 12 7s, 12 6s, and then I drop down to 10s that are 4, and a handful of 3s, and then some 2s. Now, why in the world what I did with the other 8s, I did all that cutting and I don't know where it went. Now, to cut it, find what works for you in your house, because scissors are not going to cut it. You're going to end up with a very sore hand if you cut all this Sisal, even the soft Sisal. If you cut all that with scissors, you're going to have a sore hand. Sometimes if you've got wire cutters that are really good, sometimes those will work. This is what I started off with. But after a while, I don't know if the Sisal dulled a little bit or what, but it did get a little bit duller. They have a lot of color cutters out on the market, so look around your, find out what you think might work. This is the one that I ended up using for all the trees. Now, I have not only made this 12-inch tree, it's 3 feet, but I broke the base of it. And I can't even remember if I think I kept the tree part and just threw the base away because I thought, oh, I got to put this on another base, which was really unique, very, very big. But so I've cut a lot of Sisal. This one here, I like. This is the type that you cut PVC pipe with, but it's got that ratchet. Hear that? It's got that ratchet thing. So it kind of really gets down in there and cuts the rope. So that's what I use to cut all the trees. All the trees I've done. Majority of the time I've used this. I did try the wire cutters a little bit with this, cutting some of this, and it worked okay. But after a while, like I said, it wasn't working quite as well as I wanted it to. Okay, now to start putting them on. A couple of things that I started doing is I was taking and roughing up the ends. Now, I just have a little bit of, this is my grubby old work tray. It's got everything else. It's got a little drop cloth in the bottom of it. I would take a little bit of that drop cloth and just take it and rough up those ends. And that gave it a little more, see what I mean on the ends there? Isn't that cool? I like that. And that was the look I was going for. I really wanted the shagginess. Another thing that I quickly learned is when you go to put these on, untwist a little bit in the middle. When you see that opening, just slide that down over that opening. Okay. And so that's what I would do. I would wiggle this around a little on something rough. Just, drop a piece of drop line. It's perfect for it. And I do keep it in a tray or something. Get bits of Sisal everywhere. Okay. Twist that, start it face down, kind of a sad face. You put it in this way, you get branches that kind of stick up. And for some reason, I wanted these branches to kind of drop down on this tree. And I love the bottom part of this. I don't know how well you can see that, but when it's sitting on something, you don't even see the base of it. it just sits there and it's just a whole bunch of wonderful. This tree, I made this actually for Christmas. It had a little star on top. It was a little Christmas tree. But let me tell you, it's never been in the Christmas box somewhere ever since I made it. Okay. Hasn't been tucked away, and right now apparently it is because I'm not really sure where room closet. I broke the base of it, but I'll share a link to it. And that's why please leave comments when you pop in, because Facebook likes to tell you when someone leaves a comment when you commented. And that way you'll know when I put that link up and you can go right to it and be able to see that big tree. The big tree, I used 2 different types of sisal. I used a rough sisal like this, but I also used some, thought I had it here a moment ago. Here it is. I'll grab 2 of these. You can also find, this is almost like a twine. It's a thick, thick twine instead of a sisal. It's very soft. Okay. You could do it with this. In fact, I put this in between. I would put a few of the sisal and then a few of the thick twine, a few of the sisal, and I just kept doing that on that great big tree. And then I've never done one with white, but I think a white would be beautiful too. Any time of the year. I think that would be kind of gorgeous. But this is all there is to it. Just kind of rough up those edges a little bit to kind of get that shagginess. Hello, Lolita. Welcome. Hello, Elisa. Welcome. Just kind of rough that up a little bit. I just like the way it kind of took the and twist it open, and then you can see right there, you can see that area there, and you can just slide that on. Okay, sizes here, and just let it be what it's going to be. And that's all there is to it, is you just kind of, and it's a great TV watching project, because you can just sit and watch a movie. You don't need to really look, other than when you're going to slide this on. You don't want to slide it down and hit your finger on that sharp skewer. But that's all there is to it, is just sit here and just stack them up and just go from the larger ones to the smaller one to your top. Now at the very top, and I did notice I have a little piece here that came off, but that's fine. You'll never notice, right? At the very top, I did finish it off with a little bit of my wood glue, just dabbed it on so that it finished it off and it kept it from coming unstuck. Wow, so much easier than I thought it would be. Yeah, they're really easy. I mean, like I said, I love keeping my hands busy when I'm watching TV. And let me tell you, we're watching a lot of TV lately. The evenings, I want to escape everything going on, and we just put on the TV and just start doing this. But that's all there is to it. It's just putting this on, and that's it. And I'm doing this. I'll probably, I can already tell I got my sizes mixed up. I also suggest, if you're you should be using a tray, because you will get sisal everywhere. But also, one thing that I tend to do, and I do this if I'm taking something apart that I put back together, line things up and start with your 8-inch ones, then go to your 7 and your 6, and have them laid out that way, so that you're kind of starting right here with your 8, go to 7, 6, and that way you stay in order. You don't throw in an odd branch here or there. But even if you do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, you won't notice it. Now, I'm going to take a couple of minutes. Sweet reader who contacted me, and she said she was trying to make this tree, and she bought her sisal and she cut up her size 8, 7, 6, and when she started stacking them up, she was at the top. Well, I think if you twist it and you push that down, what you're going to watch for is you should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've actually got 6 there, but you should be able to get at least 5 per inch. So if you're opening down, you don't want to leave it too sparse, and really stack them on top of each other. It doesn't seem like you would be able to get all these on this one, by now, 11 and a half inches really. But you should be able to. You might have to take a piece off here or there because this one is a lot stiffer than this sisal here. This one's, even though they're both 3/8 of an inch, and this one really packed down in there. So do watch for that. Other than that, please share your pictures. If you make this, pop back over and share your pictures. I would love to see them. Bring YouTube back up. And that's all there is to it. That glue has already dried. I can pick that up with no problem at all. And that literally is all there is to it. Just keep stacking them on, pushing them down, stack them on. All there is to it. Thanks, you guys, for watching. Go have a creative day, and I will see you tomorrow at the exact same time. Everybody, bye.